Ever since I found out Chick-fil-A was using pickle juice to brine their chicken, I've been absolutely fascinated by it. So in that spirit, we've got some Springer Mountain Farm chicken thighs, bone-in, skin on, one of my favorite cuts off the bird, and some gorgeous pickles. These Holmes made pickles, little spicy, little garlic, little dill. You're not gonna taste the pickles. It's just gonna, those aromatics are gonna come through. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Let's get into the action. So when you're doing a pickle marinade, just like any other marinade, you don't want to let it go too long. We don't want the acidity from the pickle juice beginning to ceviche or cure this beautiful chicken. So, and look how gorgeous this is. Just beautiful meat, beautiful skin, nicely packaged. And we're gonna put these in a Ziplock with the pickle juice. I'd say a minimum of 2 hours, maximum of 4 hours. So 2-hour window here. That gives us plenty of time to light the grill and stabilize at 350 to 400 degrees. I don't brine a lot. I really don't. Like, I don't do baths or brines or too much injection, so this is fun for me. This is a lot of fun. It's been 2 hours, and you can see it's gotten a little opaque, but good stuff. So let's take it out of the brine, put it into the bowl, and we're gonna do a 2 layering system seasoning here. So let's start with salt, SPG, Lane's BBQ SPG, and I like to do both sides, obviously, but I start with the saltiest seasoning first because I want that osmosis to occur. It's gonna start wicking out the natural moisture and allowing that secondary seasoning to stick even more. So we're going on top, we're going on bottom. Beautiful.
Pretty generous with it.
Yeah, well, some of it's gonna slough off onto the grill grates. You know, it's got a lot of fat content underneath that skin, so it's nice and seasoned. Now we're gonna go on with our Lane's BBQ Spellbound, and this is kind of that sweet heat. I like a little spice. I like,
looking.
Yeah, it gives it that color too. You know, the paprikas, the chili powders. We like to have that kind of glazed look, and look how pretty that is. All right, now that we're all seasoned up, our grill, our Big Joe 2, is stabilized at 475. Come on over and let's take a look at our grill setup. Half indirect, half direct. All right, we always start presentation side down first. Now for us on this chicken, our presentation side is gonna be the skin. So we're just gonna put this right on one side. And you could have it laid out if you want. You can have it tucked in if you like. Let's lay it out today. That way we're gonna get all that skin to begin rendering and caramelizing. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome.
Dang, it smells so good already.
Right? Are you getting any pickle? I'm getting a little dill, I'm getting a little garlic. And notice I don't have a lot of seasoning right there, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of that. Oh yeah. And now we're going lid down, okay? I do have an open grill grate directly over the coals at a lower height. So when we finish, when we glaze these things, we can blister sear and get a little bit more caramelization if we want to. I'm giving ourselves options here. Sometimes there's enough caramelization that occurs at that semi-indirect high level. But if we want to give it a little kiss, a little flame power just in the end, we got the opportunity to do so. So lid's going down. We're gonna check back in 15 minutes and probably give it a flip if we love the caramelization. We're looking at 7 to 10 minutes and I'm loving the caramelization I'm seeing. Let's give it a little peekaboo. Gently, gently. And I want a little more caramelization than that, but what a great opportunity now to turn it and give it a little 45. And I find that, look at the grill, look at the way that the grill grates kind of have run here. It's gonna compress a little bit more if we give it that turn. It's a better final product for me. The skin doesn't slide off if we just give it that 45 turn. Again, that is beautiful. Can even bring it up here if we like. Notice I'm also pushing these closer to the edge of where that live fire lives and putting that bone facing towards the fire. That's gonna help that rendering process and cook that bit that takes a little bit longer than the rest of it, that little, where that knuckle resided. So this is gonna be fantastic. We're gonna give it another 10 minutes and then look at it and see if we're ready to flip over. We're still sitting at 450 to 475 right now. Oh, yes.
Wow.
I'm loving these little cracklings, chicken cracklings. Oh, baby. Starting to get some bubbling from the skin. That is fine for right now. That's right where I want it. Let's go ahead and flip all of these. Look at this. Look at the color that's imparted. Look at the kind of rendering that's occurring. The bone's starting to shore up a little bit more. Beautiful things are happening. Oh, that's my piece right there. Yes, please. Now we're going to go ahead and close this and give it another 10 to 15 minutes and just let it roast. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's take a sneak peek. Oh, yes. So it's at this point that we're 95% done. Remember, our internal temperature on chicken thighs and dark meat is not 165, it's 175, right? So if you want it to be really tender and to be able to get all that meat from around the bone and where the joints are and disappear that red in any joints, we're looking for 175, all right? Let's go ahead on with our Lane's Pow Pow, all right, and this is a marinade, but it's also a glaze, and I like it. It's got kind of the tamari, the soy, the brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, and it's going to be a really nice glaze and finishing sauce for the top. Not a lot. I just want to brighten up that skin a little bit. Right on top of that, we start with another dry base of Spellbound. Lock it in. Lid down for about 5 minutes, and we're good to go. Here we go. It's like a mad scientist moment. All right, this is great. And just as from a chef's point of view, the largest always in the back. So we're gonna go with this big guy right here and kind of start to build a wedge. Oh my gosh, what have we done? This is fantastic. And then subsequently slightly smaller. Let's get some of those pickles as a garnish. And this is kind of a chefy way of explaining the dish a little bit, right? People are going to see the pickles and they're automatically going to think, some people anyways, are automatically going to think pickle juice or, you know, it's part of the recipe as a whole. That is so much fun. That is gorgeous. Flavors, textures, colors, it's all popping. That's what I've been missing. That's what I've been missing. That is fabulous. Lights out. 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. 20 out of 20. That is really good. Team, that is so much fun. Give it a go. Again, if you enjoyed this simple method, dry basting, roasting on the side, all these fun little things about this beautiful chicken, do me a favor, do all the things. Like, subscribe, do leave us a comment. And as always, from our backyard to yours, cheers and happy grilling.